Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for our 12 p.m. game between Team USA, who is 5-0 in the Survivor Series, and the Road Warrior Black Sox, who, with the new rosters, are 0-1. Taylor Olmsted leading off against starting pitcher Kyle Barrows, early before the game change as he takes strike one. Austin Mora was set to start for the Road Warrior Black Sox, but Road Warrior Black Sox had to make the change. The 0-1 swung on, hit hard to the shortstop hole. A diving play by Tierney, a flip from his knee to first. He is not in time. Great effort and a great play, but unfortunately, Taylor Olmsted too fast to catch. So that'll be a leadoff single. It's got to be frustrating for a position player diving like that, making a terrific play, knowing that speed's going down the line. It's almost like, what's the point? So leadoff man on for Team USA, and that'll bring up center fielder Brandon Pugh. Been putting together great at-bats for Team USA. Team USA, the victor in both games of the doubleheader yesterday, as that pitch misses high and outside for a ball.
Yeah, Team USA went into yesterday's game holding the lead with a 3-game winning streak, ended up breaking the record, going to 4, and then obtaining the 5th later in the afternoon.
Also, that voice you just heard joining me in the booth is the winning pitcher of Game 2 for Team USA, Keegan Wright.
Hey, thanks for having me, Mark. Really appreciate it.
The pitch swung on and missed, 1-1. Good matchup for Team USA because Kyle Barrows known for throwing a lot of strikes. I was told before the game he's the winningest pitcher in the Yinzer. As that pitch misses outside, the throw to second on the stolen base attempt. Taylor Olmsted is safe. Not a bad throw from the catcher Martinez. But again, with Taylor Olmsted's speed, he gets in there.
Yeah, that was a pretty good toss there. I think if the tag had maybe been just a bit quicker, because it looked like the ball almost beat him there.
So 2-1 on Pugh. Olmsted standing at second base. That pitch taken up in the zone. That's ball 3. Team USA hasn't been playing a ton of small ball lately, so it looks like they're trying to do that as Pugh takes ball 4. Must have been low. So I'll put runners on first and second, still nobody out. And that'll bring up the third baseman, Ryan Rowell, who has been boiling lava hot at the plate. Had a homer yesterday. Had 2 homers yesterday, actually, I believe. I'll have to get fact checked on that.
Yeah, Roll's been swinging a really hot stick.
2 quick jumps before anybody could blink. A double steal for Team USA. Now they have runners on second and third with nobody out as that pitch misses for a ball.
Man, that got me by surprise.
Jeez.
And Barrows had barely looked to home plate, and they were already taken off.
Team USA is not screwing around as that pitch is fouled right by the fungo circle. 1-1.
Yeah, knowing Utah Okazaki, he's probably got them fired up in the dugout already. I can't imagine what he's already told them would be the game plan for today. But I guarantee they're going to come out swinging. They're going to look to put people away early. They want to keep this winning streak going.
Absolutely. The 1-1 pitch swung on, hit high into center field. That's going to be deep enough to score Olmsted. Both runners are going to tag as Malone catches that on the warning track. And that'll be an RBI sac fly for Ryan Rowell. And Team USA strikes first. After aggressive base running and a walk, it's 1-0.
And that was quick.
And that's the way to do it. Yesterday, it felt like, well, in the second game, there was a lot of free passes being handed out as Anton, the shortstop for Team USA, steps up to the plate. The second game, there was quite a few walks, a couple errors as that pitch misses. in the first game, it was really crisp. Guys working counts to get on base, a lot of aggressive swings, and then Team USA, fortunately, able to catch barrels late in the game to take the 5-1 victory. 1-0 pitch taken on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pretty efficient games so far. I'd say in the last 10, there's only been a handful of errors. We went on a good streak there of 5 games with no errors.
That pitch swung on and looped into shallow center field. Malone coming in. Pugh is going to tag, and it's going to drop in no man's land and bounce away from the outfielders. So that'll be an RBI single. Boy, I thought that ball would be caught, but it found the Bermuda Triangle right out there in left center field.
And that's not the first time either. We've seen a couple of balls fall into that Bermuda Triangle over the last few days. So it's becoming quite the trend here to just drop one over the shortstop's head in that little area and get on first.
Boy, unfortunate for Kyle Barrows. So Olmsted started this game with a leadoff single in the shortstop hole. Great effort from Tierney making the diving play, but just unable to throw out the speedy Olmsted. Then stolen base, and then another stolen base after the walk to Pugh. And here you go, as Mark Demko steps up to the plate, playing right field for the injured DeAndre Clark. He takes ball 1.
Yeah, it's sad to see Clark go down, too, because he'd been playing a pretty fantastic right field. But Demko is a more than suitable replacement for that position. Showing off some range out there. He's also had some game-leading hits that were hit down in the right field.
Yeah, an inside the park home run in game 1. The 1-0 taken high for ball 2. Demko has kind of cut back on trying to slap the ball the other way and bunt himself on base, even though he can still do that. He's been trying to drive the ball to his pull side, and it's been working out for him. He fouls that one back. 2-1. Some hitters need to be told, hey, stop trying to pull the ball, work the gaps, hit the ball the other way, get yourself on base. And some guys like Demko, for example, have to be told, hey, quit trying to get the cheap hits, drive the ball.
And he's done a much better job of that lately. Gives him an opportunity to show off the wheels, too.
That pitch take on the outside corner looked a little off the plate, but ruled a strike. 2-2. And see, once for a hitter like Demko, once you get comfortable driving the ball to your pull side, now once you get into a 2-strike count, you can go back to what you know best, is trying to slap the ball in the hole and get yourself on base as he takes that pitch inside. Counts full.
And another quality at bat from Mark Demko here.
So Anton still at first after the RBI single. 1 out. 2 runs in already. Anton goes, and that pitch is looped into that Bermuda Triangle area again, but a little bit more underneath it. Malone's going to make the catch in the gap. And there's out number 2. And that'll bring up the Team USA first baseman, Angelo Pahia. Another hot bat for Team USA. Had himself a couple doubles, a triple, and some hard singles in both games yesterday. So he takes that slider for a strike.
Yeah, it's interesting in this Survivor Series seeing how guys who weren't normally together, during the regular Yinzer season, see how they mesh, into these winning streaks, and they start to put it together.
So he swings and hits that one foul and out of play. 0-2. It is interesting to see how many guys have been on teams together throughout the Survivor Series and which teams win and which teams don't. And it makes it obvious which teams can't survive together. I guess that's the whole point. The 0-2. Swung on and chopped foul down the third base side. He'll stay alive.
And with a lot of the pop gun, you have to find different ways to win ball games. You need action on the base paths. You need to pass the baton, work station to station, and then learn how to hit with guys in front of you and behind you.
That 0-2 pitch grounded foul down the third base side again. it also makes it more interesting, in my opinion. It makes it a little bit more interesting for pitchers because now you're pitching against guys who were once on your roster. They were on your team, and now you have to face them, and they know everything about you. That pitch swung on, hit high. Shortstop side, Tierney calling for it, just on the outfield grass, and there's out number 3. So Team USA strike first with 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the first inning for the Road Warrior Black Sox to get their first shot at it, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. We're here in the bottom of the first inning. Road Warrior Black Sox taking their hacks after falling to a quick 2-0 deficit to Team USA. A string of good at-bats, a couple hits for Team USA. Carson Mccurdy, the first baseman for the Road Warrior Black Sox, leading off against the starting pitcher for Team USA, Raz Winters. Had a couple appearances out of the pen so far since he's come to the Yinzer. So he fires that first pitch for a strike. Carson Mccurdy, in his game yesterday, had himself a good double in the left center gap and a couple walks. That 0-1 pitch taken outside for a ball. 1-1. Cody Lovejoy, the right fielder, waiting on deck. The 1-1 taken inside. 2-1. That The 2-1 pitch taken on the outside corner, called a strike. Good pitch. 2-2.
That one looked like it had a lot of arm side stink on it. That was a pretty nasty fastball.
That pitch swung on ground to the left side. Diving attempt from Roel. He's unable to knock it down, and that'll be a leadoff single for Carson Mccurdy. So both teams starting off their sides with a leadoff single. And both with diving attempts. Good effort from Roel. He's been playing really good third base for Team USA.
Yeah, he has. He's been really good over in that spot, especially with Jared Anton moving over to shortstop, who's been very great with Mark Demko, who was playing second, but is now in right field due to DeAndre Clark's injury. But he's paired up really well with Yuta Okazaki at second base.
First pitch to Cody Lovejoy. Looked like a fastball he might have yanked. His ball one. Could have been a really tight slider, not sure. The 1-0. That pitch misses low. 2-0. That pitch misses high, ball 3, so he falls way behind Cody Lovejoy after the leadoff single. 3-0. That 3-0 pitch looked like a two-seam, came right back in the zone. 3-1.
Yeah, there's that arm side sink again. You can see that thing running from up here.
That's amazing. That pitch misses inside, ball 4, so a single and a walk. Same way Team USA got their first 2 runners on base. Interesting scenarios playing out for both sides. So with nobody out, runners on first and second, Jonathan Tierney, the shortstop for Road Warrior Black Sox, stepping up to the plate. A check on Mccurdy at second. First pitch to him, he's going to square to bunt. He's going to pull it back and take strike 1. Winter's hoping to minimize any damage he's going to do to himself here. Quick check, spin move on Mccurdy.
Yeah, Winters needs to settle in here, make the most of this opportunity. See if we can get a ground ball double play here.
First pitch to me bunts and it's fouled. Strike 2.
And now you can go for the punch out. With nobody out, this is a good opportunity to go for a punch out or an infield fly ball. That way you get 1 out. Even though you got Kyle Robinson on deck, I think you can go for the ground ball double play after that. Try and get out of this and minimize the damage done.
The 0-2. Misses way inside and goes to the backstop. Both runners are going to advance. So that'll be a wild pitch. Unfortunate now. Double play is out of order. Looks like he was going for that put him out pitch, but just got a little too aggressive. 1-2 on Tierney. Kyle Robinson on deck. The 1-2. Swung on and hit high in the left field. Olmstead's going to track it. Coming running in. McCurdy's going to deke and not go. So that'll be the first out of the inning on the fly out. A gift there, but now he's still got both runners in scoring position and Kyle Robinson stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, I was curious to see if they were going to test Olmstead's arm. I think McCurdy made the wise decision not to go there. The ball ended up beating him at the plate regardless.
First pitch to Robinson, taken on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Misses low and outside. 1-1.
I do believe that is Shane Clunan as the field umpire today.
Mm-hmm.
And although he got the loss yesterday, he pitched pretty fantastic. And despite breaking his thumb, actually, he stayed in the game.
Yep. Ground ball up the middle. Anton's going to pick it up. And he's going to take the out at first. There's out number 2. And that'll be an RBI for Kyle Robinson. And it is now 2-1 as the Road Warrior Black Sox are able to manufacture a run and bring in Carson Mccurdy. So 2 outs. Cody Lovejoy standing at third. That'll bring up Will Musser. Musser has been finding himself in every lineup that he can get in. So he takes that pitch low and inside for a ball. That pitch swung on, hit high into right field. Dimko misplays it and falls down a bit. And that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Will Musser's not going to stop. He's going to round second, head for third. The throw in from Utah is going to not be in time, and that'll be an RBI triple for Will Musser, and this game is tied.
And just like that, how many triples have we now seen in the last few days? It's crazy. I don't think I've seen this many triples in my life.
Not in this short of time span, me either. Boy, tough break.
Yeah, tough break. You got 2 outs now. Could have left a man there. No, now it's a 2-2 ball game.
Brand new ball game. Oh, and second baseman Dylan Procopio steps into the plate and takes the first pitch right off the dome. Looks like he's okay. But that'll put runners on the corners now with 2 out.
Man, that ball rode up way high and tight. Yeah, Lovejoy's going to run over there. I think we'll go check him out. Lovejoy being a veteran. He's been around for a while.
Kind of guy you want around all these young players.
And he's going to say he's okay.
Looks like it just grazed his helmet, thank goodness. So with 2 outs, runners on the corners, and the game tied, that'll bring up left fielder Alex Polka. Procopio goes right away, and no attempt to throw him out as that'll be a stolen base and strike 1 on Polka. The 0-1. Swung on, hit hard into center field on the line. That's going to drop in front of Pugh. 1 run will score. The throw into the plate is going to be way off line. Both runs are going to score. So the Road Warrior Black Sox now have a 4-2 lead on another RBI base hit. A 2 RBI single from Alex Polka. Swinging aggressive. So Musser and Procopio both score. And that'll bring the catcher Greg Simmons, excuse me. He takes that first pitch on the outside corner for a ball. The 1-0. Take on the outside again, 2-0. Boy, Winter's just hoping now to get out of this inning and allow his offense to keep working for him. This is going to be another aggressive, high-scoring game, I feel. The 2-0 swung on and fouled in the catcher's mitt. 2-1. Excuse me, Simmons is the extra hitter. Martinez is the catcher. My apologies. That pitch grounded up the middle. Anton's going to pick it up and step on second for the easy out, and there's out number 3. Well, Road Warrior Black Sox answer with 4 runs of their own on. We had 3 hits, no errors, a man left on base, and 1 hit by pitch. That makes it 4-2 Road Warrior Black Sox as we move into the top half of the second inning. We're all set to go here in the top half of the second inning. Road Warrior Black Sox took the 4-2 lead over Team USA. Kyle Barrow's out for another inning of work as he fires strike one to Utah Ogasaki, playing second base today. The 0-1. Swung on, grounded hard to the third base side. Will Musser will backhand it, fire onto first, and McCurdy catches it for out number one.
Great play by Musser there.
Good hard hit ball. Good job to backhand it.
Make a solid throw over to first.
First pitch to the extra hitter Dooley is fouled down the first base side. Strike one.
Fun fact about him, he was umpiring in the Northwoods League this year.
The actual number has been skewed for me, but I remember him saying something like he hasn't played in about 5 years. As he swings at that one and misses, 0-2.
Yeah, he said that it had been a while since he had taken at-bats. He was talking about a little bit in the dugout yesterday.
The 0-2. Swung on a pop foul out of play. Fortunately, Barrow's now getting to pitch with a lead. The 0-2 again. Swung on and fouled down the left field side, and that's going to get out of play. So good fight from Dooley.
And Polka gave good effort after that ball, almost running up right against the brick wall out there.
The 0-2 again. Swung on and ground to the second base side. Procopio's going to pick it up. Fire on the first, and there's two quick outs for Kyle Barrows. Looks like he's settled in now, feeling a little bit more comfortable. It's always much easier to pitch with a lead.
Yep, KB, Yinzer Manager of the Year. He gets pretty dangerous when he's got a lead because he throws a lot of strikes.
So 2 outs and nobody on. That'll bring up the extra hitter for Team USA, Nick Hoyt. First pitch to him. Taken on the outside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Swung on and chopped down the left or the third base side, excuse me, that's going to roll foul. So another quick 0-2 count.
And KB looking to make this a very quick inning. And normally USA on this winning streak is the ones that have had really long offensive innings, really short defensive innings.
The 0-2 to Hoyt. Looked like it hit him in the helmet, so another hitter gets hit. So after getting ahead 0-2, Kyle Barrows nets himself a hit by pitch to his stat line, and that'll put a runner on first base with 2 out. And that'll bring up the catcher, Rolando Mercano. Hoyt, decent lead at first. First pitch, Mercano taking on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1. Taking inside again. Looked a little bit lower this time, but umpire ruled it a strike. 0-2.
And how many 0-2 counts have there been today?
Well, that's the third one this inning already. Working himself ahead. That 0-2 pitch misses well inside. Check with the field umpire to see if he went around. He did not. So 1-2.
It looks like there's already action in the USA bullpen.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a bullpen day
Gerard Smith getting hot
for Team USA. That pitch misses well inside again. 2-2. Yep. The pitching lineup for Team USA today was Winters, Smith, and Reith. Kyle Barrows expected to go this entire game for Road Warrior Black Sox as that pitch is grounded to short. And Tierney will flip to Procopio at second for the final out. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Team USA. We're going to move into the bottom half of the second inning. Road Warrior Black Sox still on top of Team USA 4-2. Welcome back to Washington Wild Things Park. We're here in the bottom half of the second inning. A pitching change for Team USA. Gerard Smith comes in to take over for Raz Winters. And catcher Luis Martinez leading off for the Road Warrior Black Sox. His first at bat of the day. As he takes that first pitch from Smith that bounces in the turf. 1-0.
Smith, a little bit of a shorter guy, relies heavily on his off speed and disruption of timing.
The 1-0 misses way outside and goes to the backstop. 2-0. The 2-0 to Martinez. Taken low and inside again, ball 3. So both pitchers so far for Team USA struggling a little to fill up the zone and get guys to make themselves get out. The 3-0 almost hits him, and that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for the Road Warrior Black Sox.
None of those were remotely in the strike zone.
Nope. And that's an unfortunate thing. If you're going to walk, if you give up a few walks as a pitcher, not always a bad thing as long as you're around the zone and you're just missing. But if the writing's on the wall for you, if you can't even find the zone.
Yeah, I mean, if they're competitive misses, I understand. I'm getting quite a few walks recently myself. But, yeah.
So the runner on first, center fielder Robert Malone, will take his first cuts here. As that pitch misses way outside. The runner's going to advance. And that's going to be a wild pitch. And the Road Warrior Black Sox now have a runner in scoring position. 1-0 the count on Malone. The 1-0. A bunt that popped high in the air. Mercado's going to run for it, but it's going to hit the backstop. 1-1. Well, we're making progress. That pitch would have been a strike anyway. Maybe you just needed to settle in a little, get a little bit more comfortable. For some pitchers, I noticed once they get into the stretch, they feel a little bit more comfortable. Quick step off.
Yeah, it looks like Utah's going to hold him on there in second base.
Not a bad idea. Martinez does have some pretty decent speed. An aggressive base runner. Long look for him at second. The 1-1, he squares again. He's going to pull back, and that one's going to get to the backstop. So another wild pitch. And now the Road Warrior Black Sox have a runner on third base with nobody out. 2-1 on Malone. The 2-1 pitch misses high, ball 3. Tough moments for Team USA. That 3-1 pitch misses low and in, so another walk will put runners on the corners, and with Malone's speed, no doubt he'll be on the move. And that'll bring us back to the top of the lineup for Carson Mccurdy. McCurdy singled and came around to score his first time up.
Yeah, not who you want to face with a runner in scoring position and nobody out.
The odds are stacked against Smith right here as Malone takes a really good lead at first. And he goes on the first pitch. Great jump. No chance of getting him, so a pump fake from Mercado to try to bait Martinez. Doesn't work, and now the Road Warrior Black Sox have runners on second and third with nobody out. So now McCurdy is looking to drive a ball. That pitch to him. Tried to check his swing, but he went around. 0-2. That 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, so a big strikeout for Smith. Gets the dangerous lefty Carson Mccurdy. And there's out number 1. Boy, big strikeout.
Yeah, that is a huge strikeout right there. But now you got to face Cody Lovejoy.
Cody Lovejoy walked and came around to score his first time up as well. First pitch to him, taken for a strike. So it looks like Smith might have found his rhythm. The 0-1. Swung on, hit high into left center field. Pugh's going to run in. Anton's going to run out. He'll make the catch over his shoulder. A quick throw to the plate will not be in time. So good job of tagging from Martinez. So that will be a sac fly for Cody Lovejoy. From up here, it looks like maybe Anton had the better chance of getting to that ball, but had Pugh called him off and then made the catch, I don't think Martinez would have been able to come around and score. But there are 2 outs now. And the Road Warrior Black Sox now lead Team USA 5-2. And that'll bring up shortstop John Tierney. John Tierney flew out to left field his first time up as he takes that pitch outside for a ball.
Yeah, Tierney's been playing really good shortstop during the survival series. He's been able to...
That pitch looped into left field, and it's going to be caught by Gerard Anton on the run. Great play from the Team USA shortstop, minimizing the damage. But Road Warrior Black Sox scratch off another run on the board on no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We'll move into the top half of the 3rd inning. Road Warrior Black Sox on top of Team USA 5-2. Welcome back here. Top half of the 3rd inning. Kyle Ribeiro is still out there to face Team USA for his 3rd inning of work. As Taylor Olmsted swings and misses at that pitch. 0-1. Olmsted singled, stole second, then came around to score in the 1st inning. That pitch swung on, hit high in the left center gap. There's no way Malone's going to catch that. That's going to get against the wall. Bounce against the wall. Olmsted's going to get himself an easy triple. And that's a good leadoff for Taylor Olmstead.
There we go. There's another triple. Another guy with great speed who turns on the Jets after he gets to second base and just coasts into third base.
And another guy with great speed stepping into the box with nobody out. And a runner on third. This is going to be one of those innings that Team USA needs to keep their presence known in this game. Brandon Pugh swings and fouls that one back to the screen. Kyle Barrows throws a lot of strikes. He's not going to overpower you. And I think that's what Team USA has been discussing in their dugout. So wait for your pitch. Look for something to drive.
Yeah, that's my guess. I'm guessing that that's what they're going to bank on, is that he's not going to really go outside the zone. So they're just going to be really patient.
That pitch swung on and fouled back again. Hits the pole and goes right in the dugout. Great catch from Nick Hoyt in the dugout. 0-2. With those swings, it looked like Pugh was trying just to poke one in the outfield. Now we'll see what he's got to do. Will Musser playing really far in at third base. McCurdy playing back. The 0-2. Taken high and outside for a ball. And just being honest with this umpire, that was a gutsy take.
Yeah, that was. But that was what we were talking about, one of those competitive misses. Not super far outside the zone.
That 1-2 pitch grounded to McCurdy at first. He is going to check the runner at home, but no chance of getting Olmstead. So that'll be an RBI ground out for Brandon Pugh, and there's out number 1.
There you go. Very well executed.
It is now 5-3 Road Warrior Black Sox on top of Team USA. And with nobody on, that'll bring up third baseman Ryan Roel. Roel had a sac fly in his first at bat.
Oh, my
That pitch
goodness.
is swung on, hit hard down the left field side. That is a foul ball. Oof.
Couldn't have been more foul. It couldn't have been fouled by more than, I don't know, maybe a couple of inches. Holy smokes.
Roel's just been on a tear looking to drive every pitch that comes near him.
And it hasn't really mattered either. First pitch breaking ball, first pitch fastball. He's been swinging the bat great. Really heating up now in this last roster block.
The 0-1 from Barrows. Another off-speed hit high into left field. My goodness, when is this one ever going to come down? Polka is going to get under it. He's going to call it in left center, and there's out number 2.
Oh, he just missed that one.
That ball was hit a mile.
Yeah, you know he wants that one back. He'll jog it back into the third base dugout.
Unhappy with himself. So with 2 outs, nobody on. That'll bring up shortstop Gerard Anton. Anton had an RBI single his first time up as he hits that one high in the air. First pitch swinging, hits that one in left center. Malone is going to track it down, and there's out number 3. So Team USA gets one more run on the board to make it 5-3 on 1 run, 2 hits, or 1 hit, excuse me. No errors and nobody left on base. We'll move into the bottom half of the third. Road Warrior Black Sox still on top of Team USA. So we're back. Gerard Smith back out for another inning of work against the Road Warrior Black Sox, who are on top 5-3. And Kyle Robinson steps into the plate as that one goes well over his head. Ball 1.
It's another beautiful day out here, Mark. It's 81 degrees, partly cloudy. Humidity's up to 50%. Not too bad, but the heat is, you can feel it on the turf.
That's the only downside. Washington, it doesn't get too terribly hot, but as soon as you step on the turf, you can literally feel the heat.
Yeah, yesterday on the mound when I was pitching, I could feel the heat coming up through my cleats. I was like, wow, my feet are getting hot.
That 2-0 pitch, good two-seam, it looked like, cuts back to the plate, 2-1. Yeah, that's why I wear my sandals around here if I can help it save my toes. Because my cleats get hot. That 2-1 pitch is hit high but foul out of play just over our booth, and it hits the top, so we might be able to recover that one.
You've played in the desert before yet?
No, I have not.
Well, let me tell you play on some dirt mounds out in the desert, it gets really warm, and when you get those metal cleats on, you really feel the heat come up through your shoes. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some defensive substitutions.
They're going to put Nick Hoyt in the game for Ryan Rowell and put him at second base and move Utah Ogasaki to third. No doubt it could be because of things you may or may not be able to hear on the stream. So 2-2 on Robinson. As a quick little mound visit for Mercano and Smith, which is awarded since there was a defensive change. The 2-2 from Smith. Slider misses well outside. Counts now full.
I was talking to Utah yesterday, and we were talking about winning 1-1 counts and 2-2 counts. He and I were talking and then texting last night, trying to, I'm always trying to figure out different ways to, become a better pitcher. We were talking about putting guys away within 4 pitches and, winning certain counts.
Good off speed, fouled off. Robinson just got a piece of it, and Mercano unable to handle it, so he stays alive. 3-2 still. Smith looking to put Robinson away to start this inning. The payoff pitch again. Slider misses outside, ball 4, so another leadoff walk for Smith.
Yeah, we've seen what happens when innings start out this way with those leadoff walks. But that'll bring him to the plate. Will Musser, he had a triple in his last AB.
One of the many triples we've been mesmerized with. RBI triple. And then he later scored.
I feel like triples are more common right now than singles. Strangely enough.
Guys are just driving the ball, finding the gap. Quick check on Robinson at first. He's back in plenty of time.
And Dylan Procopio will be on deck. He's been swinging the bat pretty good. He's done a good job of hitting, being aware of who's hitting in front of him, who's behind him, doing the job.
Especially yesterday after the Road Warrior Black Sox loss, player Carson Mccurdy, as that pitch misses for ball 1, got onto his team about swinging first pitch and popping up and getting themselves out when they didn't need to instead of just working counts. And it looks like the Road Warrior Black Sox are taking that under advisement. That pitch is taken low for a ball. 2-0.
Yeah, because when a pitcher is struggling and he's trying to find the strike zone, you don't want to bail him out. Allow them to struggle. And as much as I hate to say that, being a pitcher, the hitter's job is to make you work harder, get deeper into your pitch count, and get into the bullpen.
And that means that takes on a whole lot more meaning, especially as that pitch is taken outside first strike. When the pitcher is dealing and you're swinging at first pitches and getting yourself out. I feel like that makes managers more angry than if a pitcher is struggling to throw strikes and you're swinging aggressively. Because it's easier to dial it back. But when a pitcher is actually dealing, as that pitch misses high and inside, and Kyle Robinson is going to have himself a stolen base. 3-1 on Musser.
That was a really good jump there by Kyle Robinson.
Both teams not really doing a good job of holding runners on right now.
No, there's been a lot of stolen bases today.
The 3-1 to Musser. taken on the inside quarter, ball 4. So back-to-back walks, same way Smith started his last inning. And that puts runners on first and second with nobody out. And Dylan Procopio, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning, came around to score after stealing second. Smith begging for a ground ball right here. As Austin Mora getting loose for the Road Warrior Black Sox. He squares the bunt, gets someone down the third base side. Smith is going to pick it up, fall to his knees, and it slips out of his hands. So that is going to be a bunt single for Dylan Procopio. Tough play for Smith to make. And that'll load the bases with nobody out.
Yeah, even if he had fielded that cleanly, there was no way he was going to be able to make a play at first. Procopio was sprinting right out of the box. That was a very good bunt that he just laid down there. Job well done. Props to him. He was going to beat that out no matter what. And now you have Alex Polka at the plate.
Polka, 2 RBI single in the first inning. First pitch to him was taken for a strike. Smith really not helping himself out.
But if USA is going to want to stay in this game, they're going to need to find a way to get out of this right now.
The pitch ground to the third base side and foul. Nice snag by the third base coach, Tommy Blood. 0-2 on Polka. And it looks like they're playing corners in, looking to get the double play up the middle.
Well, Utah's playing just behind the bag now at third. I can't tell if he's going to creep his way in to be even with the bag. But Pahila's over at first, and he's just in front of the bag, the infield cutout.
The pitch, a slider, misses outside. Trying to get Polka to chase, couldn't do it. I think that since they know it's Polka at the plate, odds of getting him doubled off on a ground ball at the middle is a little, not unlikely, but a little tough. I would have infield in right now. 1-2 pitch. It hit him in the back, so it doesn't matter now. So that'll be an RBI hit by pitch. It is now 6-3. So Team USA scores, and Polka and the Road Warrior Black Sox answer back. 6-3. Everyone moves up 1.
And that's tough news for USA because Mora's getting hot in the bullpen. And Mora's got some pretty good stuff. Not somebody who I would really want to be behind in a game having to face.
So the base is loaded. Nobody out. The slider to Greg Simmons bounces in the other batter's box.
Yeah, good job by Mercano keeping that ball in front of him.
Simmons grounded into a fielder's choice in his first plate appearance. Team USA's got somebody moving. That pitch taken on the outside corner. Ball 2.
I believe that's Dooley.
Yeah, I can tell. That's Dooley. Trying to save Reith for the end. Check swing, called a strike. 2-1. See, now is not a bad guy to play middle back for a double play, corners in, because not a lot of speed from Simmons. That pitch fell back. 2-2.
Yeah, I agree there. I would still stay corners in, middle back. I think you got a good chance of getting the ground ball double play here.
Hard ball to the corners. Mustard's going to be thrown out at the plate easy. Not a lot of speed. The 2-2. Looping off speed, misses high. Full count.
And you got Luis Martinez, a pretty good runner on deck.
That pitch swung hard and fouled down the left field side. Simmons staying alive. 3-2 again. That pitch hit high into right center field, chasing back Pugh. He's going to run on the warning track, make the catch. So that'll be an easy sac fly. Musser's going to score. Procopio's going to round third but go back. And that's the first out of the inning on the sac fly from Simmons. And it's now 7-3 Road Warrior Black Sox, and runners remain on the corners. So 1 out, that'll bring up catcher Luis Martinez as he takes that pitch low and inside for a ball. Procopio at third. Polka remains at first. Wouldn't be surprised to see him on the move.
Yeah, that's a pretty big lead.
As he does take off, that pitch misses outside for a ball, and Mercano's throw is offline, so that'll be a stolen base for Polka. It's almost like we predicted it. And that takes the double play out of order.
Yeah, that's been the theme today. Go ahead, take the bag.
Haven't seen any double play balls yet anyway. But Road Warrior Black Sox been doing a good job of keeping themselves out of double play opportunities. And it looks like the infield is going to move in for Team USA. The 2-0 misses low and inside for a ball. 3-0. And I've got a fly swarming my face that won't leave me alone.
I know, he keeps coming back here. Keep trying to get rid of him.
The 3-0 to Martinez. Taken on the outside corner for a strike. 3-1. Martinez probably now thinking he can be aggressive, and if one's close enough, he might try to drive it with Carson Mccurdy on deck. The 3-1 pitch. He does swing and miss. 3-2.
I'm sorry, that's Robert Malone on deck. And McCurdy.
Oh, excuse us. That pitch swung on and fouled back to the Road Warrior dugout. From where I'm sitting, I only saw McCurdy's head.
Hey, I was fooled too. From where I'm sitting, I've got this beam from the window in the way. This is a big pitch here.
The payoff pitch misses high for ball 4. Another walk for Smith, and that'll load the bases again. With Robert Malone, a lot of speed.
That's 5 walks now.
Malone walked and stole a base his first time up. So a lot of speed at the plate, but now, fortunately, the only upside to this situation is the double play is back in order for Team USA. And a ground ball could minimize this inning's damage for Smith. First pitch to Malone misses high for a ball. And it looks like we'll have a mound visit from the middle infielders. See how they're going to line up, see how they're going to play this.
We'd like to give a big old shout out to Black Sox superfan Himmelrick, who has showed up again wearing his custom Black Sox jersey. Always great to have him out here. He's been today's bat boy for both sides. We'd like to thank him for coming out, showing support for the Black Sox.
Absolutely. It looks like manager Owen Reese is going to come out, and he's going to take out Gerard Smith on a 1-0 count. So after these warm-ups, we'll get back to you. As Team USA making themselves a gutsy pitching change with bases loaded. Right-handed pitcher Dooley is in for Team USA on the 1-0 count to Robert Malone. That first pitch to him misses a little up and out of the zone for ball 2. Awkward situation to be in as a pitcher to come in the middle of a count. The 2-0. That catches the zone. Strike 1. Dooley a little bit firmer of a thrower than Smith, hoping maybe to get himself a ground ball and get Team USA out of here. That pitch hit high into right center field. Pugh is going to run it down. He will call off Demko to make the catch. The throw into second will get Martinez. The run will not score. The run will not score. Procopio was jogging to the plate. Procopio jogging to the plate on the easy sac fly, and Martinez getting himself thrown out at second. So that keeps the game at 7-3. Boy, costly base running for both runners for Road Warrior Black Sox.
Hold on. I want to make sure real quick because the umpire behind the plate was calling safe at the plate. I want to make sure if he's going to say that run scored or not.
Well, we'll go in between innings and we'll check it with you after this. So we have confirmed that run does not count. Procopio did not touch the plate by the time the out was made at second base. So again, costly base running for the Road Warrior Black Sox, but that keeps the game 7-3. Boy, that's tough. So Malone doesn't get a sac fly; he just gets a fly out to center field. So that's 2, and then Martinez thrown out at second.
Wow.
That's a tough way. That's a tough way to end an inning, especially if you could have tacked on one more if you're the Road Warrior Black
Seriously,
Sox.
I mean, you're up 7-3. Ooh, dang, man.
I mean, I won't necessarily blame Procopio because he just assumed he would have scored easily had Martinez stayed where he was. But Martinez tried to, on a fly ball to right center field, try to tag from first base and see if he can take the base. But Pugh, a veteran who was with the Wild Things this year, knew exactly where he was, turned and fired into second, made a great throw.
And look, where's Mora going? Mora's walking around the
And it looks like Mora might be switching sides. Denzel Johnson, good question. Why are we tagging from first with bases loaded? Not sure. We're trying to answer that same question in our booth right now. But Road Warrior Black Sox still have a 4-run lead over Team USA, so nothing really hurt other than that one run could make a difference later in the game. So here we are, top half of the 4th inning. Road Warrior Black Sox still on top of Team USA. Kyle Barrows back out as Mark Demko leads off, swings first pitch, and he'll fly out to left field for out number 1.
See, I don't know about that. About the swinging first pitch after another long inning like that.
Questionable at bats being taken from Team USA, especially in this middle half. After Anton, it's quick at bats. Angelo Pahia steps into the plate. So he takes that pitch for a strike, which Demko kind of forced him to. Again, like we were talking about, knowing who's behind you, knowing what your job is. The 0-1 from Barrows, swung on, hit hard, foul down the left field side. 0-2. 2 really hittable pitches for Pahia. One of them he had to take instantly. And this fly will not go away. The 0-2. Looping off speed just misses the top of the zone. 1-2.
Yeah, but like we've said, I don't know how many times today, competitive miss. Barrow's doing a great job out there today.
That 1-2 pitch grounded hard to third baseman Will Musser. He'll fire to first, and there's out number 2. So 2 quick outs again for Barrows.
That was quick.
saving his pitch count, and that'll bring up third baseman Utah Okazaki,
who I expect to make another very professional at-bat. He takes very good at-bats.
He's going to understand the situation and take a few pitches, and he'd get lucky taking a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Swung on and looped into right center field. That's going to be a single. Possibly two, as that bounces. Lovejoy is going to pick it up on the bounce, but he'll get it back in real quick. All right, so aggressive swinging after taking one pitch, but it worked out for him. He gets himself a single. And Team USA has themselves a 2-out base runner. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Dooley, with 2 outs. And a runner on first. First pitch to him. Swung on and looped into left field. Polka playing in a bit, and he will have to slide and make a diving attempt and make the catch. He's playing a little shallow, but misread it a bit, but was able to close in on it and make the catch for the final out. So after one hit, Team USA unable to get any runs this inning, and they left one runner on base. Boy, not really good at bats being taken by Team USA so far in this game. Not all the way down the lineup, but for key parts of the lineup, definitely so. We'll move into the bottom half of the fourth inning. Road Warrior Black Sox still on top of Team USA 7-3.
Alrighty, folks. Well, if you're just now joining us, you've missed a lot. It's a 7-3 ball game here with the home Road Warrior Black Sox leading against a visiting Team USA who is on a 5-game winning streak in this survival series. They've had the longest streak up until now. They do find themselves facing a deficit in the bottom of the fourth. Carson Mccurdy coming up to the plate to face the right-handed Dooley, who came in to relieve Gerard Smith. First pitch is swung at and missed for strike one. Looks like a little bit of lack of discipline on the USA team at the plate has led them to some really short innings. That's a ball missed down. That'll even the count out at 1-1. The Road Warrior Black Sox have, on the other hand, had great play discipline today. That ball's lofted up into left field. Homestead's going to camp under it and make the first out. Mccurdy is retired. That'll bring him to the plate Cody Lovejoy, the veteran right-hander who recently had a stint with the Wild Health Genomes. John Tierney, the shortstop, will be on deck. That pitch is called strike. Make the count 0-1. Good job by Dooley to get in there and establish strike one early. That second pitch is fouled back into the stands. It's a quick 0-2. Lovejoy's been putting some good swings on the baseball as of late. Not super surprising. I wouldn't be surprised to see him back out of here, back in the Atlantic League. And that pitch is going to hit him. Cody Lovejoy's been hit, I think, 3 times now in the last 3 games that he's had appearances in. That's unfortunate. Because now you got a runner on first. You have John Tierney coming up to the plate. Ooh, that's a lot of steps.
Yes, it is confirmed. Roel's spot will be an automatic out. That pitch taken from Tierney for a strike. After the hit by pitch, Lovejoy on first to lead off. Or not lead off, excuse me, after the leadoff fly ball from Mccurdy. 1-1.
I'll have to find a way to put that in a game changer.
Yeah, it's a tough. That pitch bounces in the turf on Tierney. 2-1. It's a tough position to put your team in. Temper tantrums are not welcome in the Yinzer or in the Black Sox culture in general. And you end up screwing over your team as that pitch grounded to second baseman. Hoyt is going to flip to second. Quick return throw to first, not in time. Bit of a slow turn for Nick Hoyt, but he gets the lead man. And there's 2 outs. Ball not hit incredibly hard. So as an infielder, you have to set up to field it and make a choice which out you're going to go with. And he made the wise decision to get the elite runner Lovejoy. So with 2 outs, runner on first, that'll bring up Kyle Robinson as he takes that pitch just inside for a ball. Bottom of the 4th inning, still 7-3. Road Warrior Black Sox over Team USA. Good hold for Dooley as that pitch grounded foul down the left field side. One on Robinson. That pitch lined into center field. Pugh running in on it. He'll take it on 1 hop. And there's a 2-out single. Good piece of hitting from Kyle Robinson. His hitting has gotten a lot better throughout the end of the season, but he is an amazing defender.
Absolutely.
So 2 outs, runners on first and second. That'll bring up Will Mustard. Mustard has an RBI triple and a walk. To his credit, a couple runs scored. That pitch misses low for a ball. Long looks at Tierney at second. That pitch line down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Tierney's going to score easily. Robinson around third. He's going to score. And there's a 2 RBI doubles. That ball bounces away. Mustard's going to try to advance to third. He will be thrown out at third, advancing on the triple, or trying to get himself a triple, but he does get himself a 2 RBI double. Not ever really good to make the last out at third base, but it came after a positive outcome. So 2 runs for the Road Warrior Black Sox on the RBI double from Will Mustard. He's halfway to the cycle now and already has 3 RBIs to his credit. We'll move in the top of the 5th inning. Road Warrior Black Sox now on top of Team USA 9-3. We're back at the top of the 5th inning. Kyle Barrow's still out there pitching really well, only giving up 3 runs. Doesn't have any walks yet as Nick Hoyt steps in and takes strike 1. That pitch bounces 1-1. Austin Mora showed up a little bit late, but he will switch teams. He will now be pitching for Team USA. When we don't know, as that pitch is grounded hard to shortstop Tierney, who flips it on to first, and there is out number 1. Mccurdy had to lunge off the bag, but did a good job of stretching that back foot back to the bag to recover the out.
Yeah, McCurdy's a quality first baseman. He knows exactly what to do. He's been in this spot numerous times.
So the 1 out, that'll bring up the catcher, Rolando Mercano. And it'll be a shame, as he squares around and pulls back, and there's strike 1. It will be a shame for Team USA to get a rally going and have Roel Spot come up in this inning. As that pitch is grounded, shortstop hole again, a backhand from Tierney. Rolando hustling down the line. He is out. Bang, bang play.
Wow.
Good hustle from the catcher, but a good throw from Tierney after backhanding it in the 5-6 hole. And there is out number 2.
Yeah, he fielded that really deep in the hole there.
Behind the diving Musser. Musser trying to do everything for his team today. So 2 outs. That'll bring up left fielder Taylor Olmstead. Had himself a triple as he takes ball 1. Looping off speed, way ahead. Taylor Olmstead fouls that one out of play. 1-1. Yeah, like I said, if Olmstead gets himself on and Pugh works in that bat, it's really not going to matter because Roel's spot will be after Pugh, and that'll be the final out. Again, a costly lesson in keeping your composure. As that pitch is hit high into center field, Malone underneath it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base for Team USA. We'll move into the bottom half of the 5th. Road Warrior Black Sox still on top, 9-3. Here we are, bottom of the 5th inning. Another pitching change for Team USA as Austin Mora comes in and he fires a strike to second baseman Dylan Procopio. 0-1.
A noticeable change in velocity here from previous pitchers now to Mora.
That pitch runs inside. 1-1. Mora, straight out of college, went to the Pecos League in California for a little bit this year. Has joined us for the remainder of the Yinzer. That pitch swung on, hit high into left field, chasing back Olmsted. Right in front of the warning track. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 1. So for the first time in a while, actually, Team USA gets themselves a quick first out. And we have another little bit of defensive change. Mark Dimko moving from right field back to second base, taking Nick Hoyt out of the infield, and Isaiah Hampton goes to right. So 1 out, nobody on. Alex Polka steps in, takes that pitch high and inside for a ball. Quite a defensive shuffle for Team USA today, as that pitch misses inside again. 2-0.
Yeah, really making my job up here in the booth for Game Changer really interesting. I'd like to express my thanks and gratitude for everyone down there.
A 2-0 pitch taken on the outside corner, called a strike, 2-1. Mora has a lot of arm side run. I don't know if he throws a two-seam or if that's just natural, but his fastball moves a ton. That 2-1 pitch fouled back. Oh, I couldn't make the catch. Just out of my reach. If you can see on the stream, it was nowhere close. 2-2 on Polka.
Yeah, and now all of a sudden you can see a little bit of a tempo change. You can tell the tempo's picked up quite a bit.
With a couple innings left, as that's a strikeout, the first strikeout for Team USA pitching. So some life back in the pitching side of Team USA. Couple innings left in this game. It's not a little too late. Team USA looking to scratch their way back into it. I can tell from experience that when pitchers have a hard time locating the strike zone, as that pitch is taken from Simmons on the outside corner for a strike. Hitters have a hard time maintaining composure and good tempo and maintaining good, good attitude at the plate when you're down by so much because you have a pitcher on the mound who seemingly can't find the strike zone. There's always a letdown. 1-1 on Simmons. That pitch popped foul and over the booth. 1-2. So Mora working himself in counts, being aggressive, throwing firmer, and I think he's got the Road Warrior Black Sox lineup on their back foots now. Back feet. Back footses, however you want to say it. 1-2. Slider misses outside and goes to the backstop. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Foul tip, swung on and missed. Caught by Mercado. Well, not swung on and missed. It was foul tip. So another strikeout for Mora, a quick inning. And hopefully that breathes some life back into this Team USA lineup. We'll have Brandon Pugh leading off. In the top half of the 6th inning, Road Warrior Black Sox still on top, 9-3. Top half of the 6th inning now. Team USA hoping to scratch a few runs off the board these last couple innings as Brandon Pugh will lead off against Kyle Barrows as he takes that pitch inside for a ball. Kyle Barrows has been pitching really well and has the benefit of a huge lead.
And only 65 pitches deep to this point.
It's a good start as that pitch is hit hard down the right field side. A diving attempt from McCurdy. He's not going to be able to get it. Right fielder's going to pick it up, fire into second, and that'll be a leadoff double for Brandon Pugh. But unfortunately, as Jaron Anton steps up to the plate, we have to put up the automatic out for Ryan Roell's spot. So that's a one-out base runner for Team USA, and that'll bring up Jared Anton. Again, shows you what your behaviors and your actions can cost your team. First pitch to Anton misses high for a ball.
Yeah, I've noticed that that's part of the whole development process here in the Yinzer is Joe Torre's trying to put out, not only good players, but people that are going to fit in well in clubhouses.
That 1-0 pitch hit high into center field. Malone will track underneath it. Pugh will tag and test his arm. Really good throw from Malone. Comes back in. So there's 2 quick outs. I don't know about you, Keegan, but that's super frustrating.
That is frustrating. I mean, instead of having, a runner on second base with no outs, maybe that fly ball from Jarrett's just the first out, but now it's 2. It's compounded.
Now you have Demko who has to work a count as he takes the first pitch for a strike. Anton and Demko both could stand from, not even just today, but after yesterday, working counts more. Just having better at-bats. Every time they try to be more aggressive in the box, they end up flying out on the first pitch. That pitch grounded foul, and he's in a hole 0-2.
And part of development in baseball is not only your skill sets and working on your body and your base running, fielding, throwing, etc., but managing how you approach the game, managing the ups, the downs, your frustrations.
Foul tip, strike 3. Martinez held on to it, and there's the final out. So after the leadoff double, the automatic out, a fly out, and a strikeout, Team USA goes down pretty easily. Kyle Barrows still pitching very well. We'll move into the bottom half of the 6th inning, but where Black Sox maintain their 9-3 lead. So we're back, bottom half of the 6th inning. Road Warrior Black Sox still have the 9-3 lead as Luis Martinez leads off, and he hits that one high and deep into right field. Isaiah Hampton will not be able to make the catch. It's going to be over his head. He's going to pick it up quick, fire into second. Martinez going for the double, and he's got it. Boy, not a bad throw from Hampton. He got to that ball really quickly. Just unfortunately, the throw was not in time. So first pitch swinging for Martinez, nets him a leadoff double. Well, he's been swinging a good bat.
Yeah, I've noticed this with the catchers actually in the last 3 to 4 games where they've been a lot more aggressive swinging the bat early because we've had an issue with pitchers blocking the catcher a lot. And all of a sudden, they're swinging first pitch. It's Soto did it yesterday.
It's amazing what swinging early and being aggressive does for you. As Malone swings at the first pitch and hits that one toward foul territory, and Hampton will not make the catch as he slides into the bullpen to avoid any injury. Actually, a smart move from Hampton to not make that catch because then Martinez easily tags and goes to third.
Yeah, I agree there.
Whether he could have caught it or not, it's hard to tell from up here. I couldn't quite see where that ball landed, but it looked like maybe he gave up on it, thinking that exact thing. Because the further you have to run away from the base runner, the rule of thumb, the further you have to run away with your back turned to the base runner, the easier it's going to be for them to tag and advance. The 0-1, taken just outside for a ball, 1-1.
Ooh, good pitch there.
Oop. And Mercado throws it past the pitcher, but good job by the middle infielders to cover. Were you going to say something when I was
No, I mean, Hampton almost slid into into that bench out there in the bullpen.
That pitch taken low and outside. Good pitch. Catches the zone 1 and 2. Yeah, it was a good move for both safety and just strategically with where the runner was. Who knows? He may not have even been thinking about that. He might have thought, I'm not getting to it. I don't want to run into the bench. That pitch grounded to the right side. Good at bat from Malone, falling behind 1-2. Moves the runner over to third with 1 out. That's a good at bat for a young player. Fell behind early. Didn't try to do too much with that pitch. Just pokes it to the right side. And now Martinez is standing on third with 1 out and Carson Mccurdy at the plate. McCurdy definitely looking to hit something really hard here. First pitch to him misses high and outside.
Yeah, Mora's got that good fastball. And in this situation where you have the big lead, I wouldn't be surprised to see McCurdy try and put a good charge into one prior to the pull side. He did it a couple times, pulled him foul.
That one is ripped high, but well foul. Boy, how many times did he do that yesterday?
Man, that's what I was just talking about. He's had opportunities to do it because we know that McCurdy can put the ball well out of the park. I've seen him do it numerous times, and that's a situation where you can do that.
Especially for hitters like him and Lovejoy, when you have this big a lead and you're about to go into the top half of the last inning, this is probably your team's last at bat. As that pitch is kind of check swung and popped into the infield. McCurdy barely left the box. There's out number 2, so that kind of pokes a hole in our point. But when you have big hitters and you have this big a lead and you know this is probably going to be your team's last at bat, you can take a few more selfish swings. Just kind of see how far you can hit the ball now and make something interesting happen.
Yeah, and you know that Mora's going to come at you with that good fastball too, and those are the pitches that you want to be able to drive. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lovejoy do the same thing.
If it's taken outside, might have caught some black part of the plate, but there's strike 1. Yeah, in this type of situation, the hitters on the team with the big lead are in the driver's seat because Mora has to throw strikes. He has to maintain the score as it is. And you, as the hitters, have the big lead. You can take those big hacks because you know you're going to get strikes. Versus what got them in this situation of having the huge lead is a lot of walks, a lot of missed pitches. Is that pitch a slider that bounces outside? 2-1.
Yeah, Mora's not the first right out of college guy we've seen this year with a good fastball and good stuff and having a lot of success early in the Yinzer. Caden Sullivan was one of them. He had a good fastball. Great split finger, too. I think it was nasty.
It just misses the top of the zone. 3-1. Now, a walk here is not a terrible thing to happen. You've already got 2 outs. And even if Lovejoy steals, it doesn't matter. You have the shortstop Tierney on deck. Hasn't hit the ball incredibly hard, as that pitch does miss for ball 4.
Yeah, competitive miss there. You know, it was down the zone, good fastball. Probably had some sink to it. Maybe not a pitch that Lovejoy can necessarily handle. He can't do too much damage to it, but at least you avoid more damage. And yeah, like you said, you've got the shortstop John Tierney coming up to the plate.
Lovejoy, not a huge lead at first. That pitch misses inside. Looked like he might have yanked that one a little too much. 1-0. That pitch misses low. 2-0. Tierney does have, I know of 1 base hit for sure.
No, he's actually 0 for 3 on.
Oh, is he 0 for 3?
Yeah, he's 0 for 3 on the day.
Excuse me. So this is the right guy to walk Lovejoy on to get to the plate. Doesn't make a lot of hard contacts. He takes that pitch for a strike. Had 2 broken bats yesterday. He doesn't. I'm not saying he's a terrible hitter by any stretch of the imagination. It's just he doesn't seem to find barrels very often.
Yeah, he's one of those station-to-station guys, I would say.
Absolutely. The 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fouled into the catcher's mitt. 2-2. That was a big, healthy hack there, though.
And see, like, you know, in these situations, maybe you're not a guy with a ton of pop, but you're in that situation where, hey, yeah, you got to run around third. Go ahead and swing it a little bit. Why not?
See what you can do with it. You never know. You might surprise yourself. That 2-2 pitch grounded hard to second base. Demko is going to pick it up and flip on to second. There's out number 3. So after a leadoff double and a walk, Mora gets himself out of that inning. But Team USA has their work cut out for them. We're moving into their hopefully not, but their last at bat of the game, top of the 7th, down 9-3. They got a lot of work to do. And it looks like Kyle Barrows is going to go back out to try to finish this game. Hopefully they can string a few good at-bats together and make this last inning at least a little fun for us. Here we are, top of the 7th, Team USA on their last leg here as Angelo Pahia leads off and hits that one hard on the ground, swinging first pitch. Good pick from Tierney on the turf. A good barrel from Pahia, but completely the opposite of what I was hoping Team USA would be doing in this inning, working counts and trying to have good at-bats. Making Barrow's job easy for him. Swinging first pitch, and there's out number 1.
Yeah,
That's incredibly frustrating. I mean, yes, he did hit the ball hard, but, man, you've been how many times have we seen first pitch outs from Team USA today?
way too many times. Way too many.
So that'll bring up Utah Ogasaki as he's taking automatically first pitch, and there's ball inside. Barrows doesn't necessarily agree with it, especially because we just finished. What is Barrows' pitch count at right now?
Barrows is only at 74 pitches.
74 pitches.
Greg Maddox. What's going on?
Utah taking automatically again, and he takes strike 1.
I wouldn't be surprised to see him take another one.
I wouldn't either. And now, unfortunately, you put every hitter behind you as a leadoff man in a rough spot. So he takes that pitch inside, ball 2, 2-1. So now Utah has to do all the legwork, and he can do it. He's a veteran of that dugout. He knows what to do. He swings and chops that one foul down the third base side. Two and two. So better competitive at bat. Now Barrow's barely approaching 80 pitches in 7 innings. That pitch misses well inside, 3-2. Utah crowds the plate a little bit. He drove quite a few balls in the gap yesterday. He's been having some good at-bats as well as a single today. As he breaks his bat on that foul ball. Oh, no, it's a fair ball. And they'll fire under first, and he's out.
Wow.
His bat splintered in half. I had assumed that ball went foul. I couldn't even see the ball. I just saw his barrel fly into the stands.
No, but Musser, hey, props to him.
Yeah, Musser was paying full attention, fielded it, and there's 2 outs now. So now we have Dooley, the last hitter for Team USA, down to their last out, hoping to keep it going, do something.
Yeah, the 5-game winning streak
Looks to be all but done.
It's in peril, that's for sure.
That 1-0 pitch, swung on and fouled at the plate. 1-1. Boy, with how well Team USA has been playing, I got to be honest, it's been super frustrating watching them hit today.
This is night and day from what they've looked like over the last few days.
That 1-1 pitch swung on and hit high down the left field side, and that ball is foul out of play. Polka, the walking brick wall, running all the way to the fence, seeing if he can make a play, but that pitch well out of play. So Team USA down to their final strike, the 1-2 pitch, foul back. Good fight. Kyle Barrow's looking to be the 3rd pitcher in a row, not for Team USA, but just in general, to throw a complete game in the last 3 days. That pitch swung on and fouled out of play. The lack of bullpen pitching has caused a lot of starting pitchers to step up and go all 7 innings.
And yourself included. Mr. Mark Sanders going CG, Adam Ankor going CG.
Looping curveball, flown into the left center gap. Who wants it? Polka's going to call for it. And there's the final out. So Kyle Barrows does slam the door and go complete game. A 9-3 victory for the Road Warrior Black Sox, snapping the 5-0 win streak for Team USA. It'd be easy to say that take the easy route and say that pitching let Team USA down today, but it wasn't just that. A few bad at-bats from Team USA, a couple of costly behavior choices put their winning streak in jeopardy, and unfortunately, it ended today. So the Road Warrior Black Sox take the win, 9-3. Kyle Barrow's complete game win. Great pitching performance.
On 85 pitches, Greg Maddox
ended 7 innings with 85 pitches. Great game for Kyle Barrows and the Road Warrior Black Sox. Thank you for joining us today. And we hope to catch you for tomorrow's game. It'll be the winner. It'll be the Road Warrior Black Sox versus Legion of Doom for one game tomorrow afternoon. Once again, thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. God, what a fresh